Well, when I did the video on the little Main Street here, I was saying I think it'd be really nice if they make a bigger version of this because this is just a keychain knife. It's very, very small. And what happened? Bingo. It grew up, didn't it? This is the Main Street, not the little Main Street. 3.4-inch blade of 154 cm and carbon fiber. Dirk Pinkerton is the designer, of course, of both knives. This one, big time bigger, isn't it? Huge difference. So, I mean, this would be one, yeah, that you can truly have enough size to do things with. And let's put a tape to it. They said 3.4, and it's that. It's that in the cutting edge, right? So 90 millimeter and not quite 90, but close. And then 8 inches overall at coming up on 20.5 centimeters. Not a bad looking little knife now, huh? Ooh. Let me see if I can get a piece of paper off of here. Okay. That was good. Yeah. Didn't need much. I mean, there was very little friction going on there. That was slicing pretty nicely. So this carbon fiber, I'm looking on the backside. I'm thinking this is G10 laminate. Now, by the way, the little main was $69, okay? The big main is, the little main and then the main. So maybe I ought to get that right. Little main, 69. Big main, or just the main, 79. Now, 79. Now, LTK discount code. As your discount code gives you 10% off, so now you're in the low 70s. You got a 154 cm blade. If you don't like, and here's the stats, by the way, 4 ounces. So, but they have all kinds of variations on a theme, right? You can get it with micarta and a black blade. Here's the carbon fiber, all blacked out. Do you want, what's this, green micarta? And here's the little main. And in the little main, they have all these variations as well. Purple G10, blue G10, carbon fiber, micarta, etc. So a lot of variations there. So you've got choices. You don't have to get a G10 laminate if you don't want to. I just thought this looks kind of classy, and it's got the roughy-tufty capabilities of G10, but it's not really carbon fiber, so it's going to be a little heavier than carbon fiber, true carbon fiber would be. But I don't mind. It's kind of slick too, so you might want to go for micarta or a G10. Big difference in size, isn't it? Ergos are good on this. It's so neutral through here. No problem there. And of course, by the way, if you haven't noticed, it's not a flipper. It's got thumb studs, so you can middle finger flick it or thumb flick it, however you want to do. And you've got some jimping up here, but I don't find it to be effective because I'm riding the spine right on top, right here. And it's not jimped there, it's jimped on these sides. So odd. Although it kind of breaks things up a little bit, just that pattern, but it doesn't do anything for me. But I can get right up on here. It's a little break right there for sharpening purposes. And it's got that sheep's foot, Warncliffe, whatever type blade on it. It's open. There's your standoffs here. And it's got it's got some jimping in here. You can feel if you do that with your finger. I don't know if I notice it with the palm of my hand in the grip. But yeah, I mean, I like the design of it. I just wasn't a big fan of the tiny one because it was just so small. Now let's put this on the scale, by the way. 4 ounces. Well, they weren't lying about that. 115 grams. This is pretty fidget friendly, but you're gonna have to watch that blade, kind of figure out where that hits when it comes off, and get your thumb in the right position or get it just the hell out of the way. See what I'm saying? Get up here close enough to where you're catching that. But it drops pretty well. Hold on, kick it back here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, once you clear the detent ball, which there it is, and now it's passed, from there on down, it's nice. It's centered. No blade play or lock rock. There's your lock up, 30%. See, it doesn't look that robust in here, but they've kind of machined a little bit of area away there. They made plenty of room for you to be able to disengage that liner. So, yeah, that's not difficult. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I always like backspacer, so it doesn't have that. That's a little disappointing. Let's check this out. I think that's titanium, and I think it is too. But I think I'm picking up the liner underneath there. So we'll check it when we take it apart because I'm going to disassemble this. It's kind of interesting right here, this little bump, because it's not really enough to do a front flipper move. Yeah, I don't know why it's there. I mean, it just needs to kind of disappear as far as I'm concerned. And then there's your blade stop as it rolls around. Not bad. Okay, about the same thickness as the Paramilitary 2. 11.5 millimeters, and blade stock is just a little over 3 at 0.12. So if you want to compare it to something, you know, the Paramilitary 2 is going to be slightly bigger. Not so much in blade length. It's pretty close in blade length, but handle length is longer. So this is 8 1/4. This is right at 8 though, so it's good. So it's, you know, it's just a standard size EDC. And, you know, I don't mind it. I like the blade shape. Let's see what the design flow, other than this little Humpty Hump coming out back there, the flow is good. And let me see, blade to handle length is, you know, that's everything it needs to be right there. Can I touch it? No. Can I touch it here? No. No, I can't. Okay. So that's all good. I mean, it feels relatively, I mean, it's 4 ounces, so it feels substantial in the hand. It's not contoured on these scales, but the ergos seem to work well, and reverse grip feels comfortable as well. So, I mean, it's interesting. It's an interesting knife. It just depends. Are you a fan of this particular blade shape and of this design? I like it. I like it myself. I think it's fine. It shouldn't be difficult to maintain and sharpen, and should be a nice little cutter, actually. Where's my balance point? It's pretty much right under that blade stop there. So, okay, that's pretty good. Right hand, no left hand. So right hand, tip up only, titanium pocket clip. Slides in the pocket fine. I mean, for me it did. It's relatively springy. and take a look. They got the liners are nested in here. So, and also skeletonized. Not too shabby. All right, I did check that. You know, I'm going, they ever get the memo on this, on these? Yeah, they're number 8s. We're number 8s, and we think it's great. Now, let's see which side we turn and which side we don't, and are we turning both sides? Let's take a look. Of course we are. Why not? Can I stop it with my finger? No, I can't. So let's put the hammer down on it. You can try. So it'd be nice if they had a D-shaped pivot, because then you don't have to do this. And especially if the front had a logo on it and no way to put your Torx on there, then you'd be literally screwed, because it would just keep turning and you couldn't stop this from turning. But okay, but I'd still really prefer to see D-shaped pivot on here, so the pivot will not turn while you're unscrewing the pivot screw. Yikes. Okay, let's do the rest of these. We got some body screws in here, including one on that stop, which is kind of interesting, because it seems like most knives, the stop is in there, but there's no screws coming in from the side. Okay, jump out. Those look like the same size. Interesting. Okay, throw it out. Let me see if these are the same size all the way along here. You know what? Yeah, they all look the exact same size. So it doesn't matter, which is fine. Makes it easier. And here comes this, and yes, they're nested in here. And let's take a look at the liner, and the liner's on here. And that comes off pretty easy, and yes, it's pretty clean, you know. And inside here, there's ceramic bearings. Interesting how the bearings can change from knife to knife. I mean, brand to brand, how bearings can look different. These are just kind of, you know, almost look like they're melted in here, don't they? You know, because it's a plastic bearing ring, some kind of synthetic. There's some lube on here, but it's not real heavy, greasy stuff. And then here's our pivot coming from the back side. And yeah, I mean, this is a one piece, but it's not D-shaped. And so, yes, it's going to spin. And apparently they got enough thread locker on there to lock it down, so I had to use 2 number 8s to break it loose. And here's the ceramic detent ball. Okay, and then a little bit of a skeletonized situation going on there. See the back side of where the pocket clip is screwed in, and these 2 standoffs plus your stop. So at least one thing for sure, your stop's not going to fall out while you're disassembling. And, you know, if you're just going in to clean it up, then you don't need to pull any of this unless you got debris under here. So it depends on how long and hard you've used it. You may need to take all this and pull this liner and clean underneath where this is nested. You know what I'm saying? So let's just put the camera in reverse and it'll come back together. Well, if we only could. Only could. Come on, honey. Push through. Okay, we're good. Bearings, forceps, retractor, and what do you think you are, Dr. Frunky? No. Wish I had those knives. He had 5 knives laying out on the table on an Instagram shot, and I'm going, hell, there's $10,000 worth of knives there. Woo! If I had 5 knives laying out there on the table, it'd be upwards of $150 total. I guess I'm just the kind of the trailer trash in the knife review world. Mr. Budget Boy. But I have a lot of fun. I mean, the good thing is you don't have a lot of money in any given knife, and you can actually just carry and use the damn things because there ain't that much money involved. Okay, I guess we are hooked up on here. I was just like feeling like I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I'm not feeling this. There. That stop being right on there. Okay. Bingo. And everything, yeah, this is not that big a deal because it's all nested in here. So let's throw the big boy on. And I don't think I need 2 number 8s to put this in the right position because I'm not going to crank it down that damn hard. And I can hold the back side in place, and I'll run it around a little bit, kind of take some of that thread locker out of it. Okay, so I hit bottom on that. That's enough. Okay, so we got number 8s. Cool jewel. And come on. Another one. Another one. And at least I only have to use a number 8, so just kick it right back on here and we'll be good as gold. Didn't take the pocket clip off because didn't need to. Whoop. Let's back this up. Let's make sure we feel like we're threaded correctly. Okay. What do you think? Are we, yeah, we're centered, dead centered. Okay. How free is that drop? That's pretty good. I think I hit it just right dead where she was to start with. By the way, I guess I never really did show you the box, other than I showed you the end of the box, but I didn't show you what's in the box. So, you know, you don't get a zipper pouch, you get one of these. So, not bad, and it goes in the plastic here, and then just slides in there, into the box. Interesting setup. This is all like one piece here. Okay? And then in this little cover, you get the microfiber cloth and then this information here. Okay, your warranty and nothing on that side. And she all slides together like that. And it's a tough box, so at least it's not going to crush. It's good because it'll hold up in shipping and all that kind of thing. It's good protection for the knife. Yeah, I like the fact that it grew up. Yeah, it's good. It's much. It needed it. It needed this, and you know what? I think they hit it just right. So Dirk Pinkerton design. I think it got its due. The fit and finish feel fine, feel first rate, and the whole setup is fine, and just not that expensive, to tell you the truth. What, low 70s with 154 cm? I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'm gonna let you out of here, and subscribe to my channel if you might, consider doing so. It really helps me because we love them knives. So you guys stay sharp.